Got that dog in him. Quincy Hall with an unforgettable finish to the men's 400-meter final to take home the gold medal for Team USA. And listen, that wasn't the only insane performance. We're going to recap some of it today, and we're going to look forward to what we can expect tomorrow here on Track Talk. Quincy Hall said a while back, he's got that dog in him. I've got that dog in me. And y'all, he showcased that tonight. Or if you're in Paris, it would be the nighttime, but he showcased that at the Olympic finals of the men's 400 meters. And y'all, that was such a crazy race because you really didn't know who was going to win. And so Quincy was a favorite. Michael Norman, who I'll get into in a second, was a favorite. You had Matthew Hudson Smith, Karani James, so many, so many, so many, so many. And Quincy Hall was like fourth or fifth coming around the turn, and Matthew Hudson Smith had put a gap on the field a little bit. He showcased that in the semifinal round yesterday when he really extended his lead, but Quincy Hall walked him down. He came back on him and he took home the win with the fifth fastest time in the history of the event, running 43:40. Shout out to Matthew Hudson Smith of Great Britain, who was very emotional after, understandably so. He ran an incredible race, and his final time was 43:44. And Sam Kanga from Zambia winning the medal for the first time. And that was his welcome to the Olympic moment, 43:47. It was a truly remarkable experience just watching that because it was so crazy. There's so many things that took place today. We're going to get to a few of the preliminaries as well, or the semifinals. That was insane. Michael Norman, I want to talk about him for a second because I kind of had a feeling. I didn't think he would come in last place. I didn't know if he would win or not, but I don't know if he's one of the athletes we can say this for, and it's certainly not making any excuse. I know that he was dealing with an injury earlier in the season, and he kind of mentioned it after USA's, or really could have been during USA's, and how he was managing the pain, and he was very confident that he would be good and ready. He looked at his preliminary round race, ran 44-1, and he ran that easy. So you definitely thought he was in for something big. I still believe in Michael Norman. I still think his potential is through the roof. I just think he has to get his confidence back. And I thought coming out of the 2022 World Championships in Eugene, where he won gold, he would have that confidence, but there's something still missing. But I really hope that he heals up because he can break the world record. That's just, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He can break the world record. But that was sad to see him finish in that place. Shaheem Richards, got to give a shout out to him because he had a phenomenal race as well. But it was a phenomenal, fun race to watch. So much excitement. Quincy Hall, he's a character. And quick note on Quincy, if you know anything about Quincy, he was a 400-meter hurler. Switched over. I think this is his second year running the open four, so he's still learning the tools and the craft of the event. Y'all need to watch out for him in the future because his future is bright, and he is a character. He's funny, and I love his confidence. I love his swagger. I've got a chance to talk to Quincy, interviewed him last year at the Prefontaine Classic, and his outlook and how he views the sport is unique because it's something you don't hear. It's a job to him, but he's out there having fun at his job. So I got to give a major shout out to him. If you missed the men's steeplechase, first of all, Gurma, I got to give my thoughts and prayers to him because he took a nasty spill on the second or third to last hurdle, and you heard it. If you watched it, it was bad. But I gotta give a shout out to two people, El Bakai, um, El Bakali, gosh, forgive me, gosh, man, from Morocco, who balled out again, 806.05. But Kenneth Rooks of the United States, Nobody expected this. Nobody expected this because you look at the heavy hitters in the event and it's just like, an American in this. Team USA is showing, don't mess with us in these distance and mid distance events because we're just as good, if not better, than a lot of people around the world, especially people who you are accustomed to winning. And so I got to give a major shout out to him because he took a bold risk. He stayed in the pack, took the lead, had a little bit of a lead, said, catch me if you can, and they did catch him, but he hung tough to get that medal, to get that silver medal, to bring it back for the United States. Major shout out to him, major props to him for a job well done. I want to talk about the women's pole vault because that was something that I was really looking forward to, and it did not disappoint. That was an entertaining event, and we noticed, or we knew based on what we saw a year or so ago or 2 years ago, I forgot. Katie Moon and Nina Kennedy, they shared a medal, and they shared a gold medal at the World Championships. That was not the case this time around because Nina Kennedy took home the gold medal outright. 4.9 meters or 4.90 meters, however you want to spell it up. Katie Moon 4.85, and Alicia Newman of Canada finished with the bronze medal. So that was an entertaining competition. Shout out to Nina. She's full of energy, she's fiery, she's confident, and it was great to see that play itself out. Katie Moon representing Team USA as always. Love that for her, taking home a silver medal. She's been a legend in the sport, and it is just remarkable to kind of see what she's been able to accomplish. And this was another one. I want to quickly touch on, there was another event that took place, and it's more of a shout out to somebody who did something legit, and that's Roger Stoner. That man from Jamaica competed for the University of Arkansas, won the gold medal in the discus in a new Olympic record of 70 meters. That was crazy to see, and that's just such a great thing for Jamaica. So I'm really excited for him. We love the throws on here, so I had to give him a shout out. Want to get to a couple things that took place when it came to the qualification, when it comes to the qualification. If you looked at the men's 200, the semifinal round, oh my gosh, man, I am glad that some of those times were slower. Um, with the hopes, I think it's twofold. I think part of it is that you're going to see you may be seeing some tired legs, rather, when it comes to the men's 200, specifically because of what happened in the men's 100, having to turn around and complete that race and then run again. But the one thing that is also true is it is going to be an entertaining competition, and I don't think I still have Noah Lyles winning. I think it might be a little closer than people anticipate. So one of the things in his heat, Leslie Tebogo was in the same heat as Noah Lyles, and Tebogo actually beat Lyles. It looked like Lyles kind of put, a little bit of effort into it around the 150 or 140 to 170 mark, but then they both shut it down. And so Tebogo ran 19.96, Lyles ran 20.08, and so they both advanced. I know just based on what I saw on Twitter or X, Kenny Bednarik, who won his heat easy, 20 flat. I guess there was some issue with the lane draw or whatever the case might be. And just not even an assumption, just kind of based on something that he tweeted out. And Kenny was in lane 4 for whatever reason. But Kenny now, I believe, is in lane 8. So it didn't make sense for him to be in lane 4. So like I said, it's all good, all thriller, no filler. And so I'm glad that he was able to, get to the lane draw that he prefers, obviously. So there was a little bit of drama where that's concerned, but he took everything he needed and he got the job done. So he will be in lane 8. Tebogo lane 7. Area Knighton, who squeezed in a win in a tight race in the third semifinal, 20.09. Fambule 20.12. He just edged him out. He will be in lane 6. Noah Lyles in lane 5, Lagondo it will be in lane 4, Charamba in lane 3, and Fambale lane 9. I know I'm missing some. I didn't see the entire thing. I don't have it all up in front of me. This is just based on memory. But it's going to be an entertaining race, and I'm really looking forward to it because, I mean, listen, Leslie Tebogo, I'm trying to tell you, we talk about Kenny Bednarik and everything. Don't sleep on Leslie Tebogo. Don't sleep on Leslie Tebogo. Tomorrow's going to be entertaining because not only do we have the men's 200 meters, we have the women's long jump finals, but we have the men's 110-meter hurdles. Will Grant Holloway, oh gosh, Will Grant Holloway break the world record? Will we see a Team USA sweep? Or will Jamaica and Hansel Parchment and some of the other fantastic athletes have something to say about that? The men's 200 we just talked about. And then I think it's very simple for the women's 400-meter hurdles. What does Sid and Femke want to run? Because it's not even what are they going to run, it's what do they want to run? Because I for sure in my heart of hearts, unless it is raining cats and dogs, the weather is not conducive, think that Sid is going to run sub oh gosh, I can't even get that, sub 50. And so it's going to be a fun race. I'm really excited to see what she's able to bring out, and I'm excited to see the good things that she's going to do, as well as Femke Bol. It's going to be an extremely exciting race. It's going to be one for the books, and I am excited to watch it along with you, and obviously we'll recap it here when it is time. But that is our recap of today's action. If you like what you're hearing, go ahead and like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you're updated and alerted when all the new episodes drop. Please be sure to share this page, this channel with your friends, with your family. And if you want to hear the full podcast and the guests that we've had, some of the episodes are not on YouTube, on Spotify and Apple. Lactic Acid Podcast, we got you. Do the same thing there. Follow us on social media, Lactic Acid Podcast on Instagram, Lactic Acid _pod on X. As always, love, peace, and chicken grease, and I'm out.